What's up? It's your boy, Sinister Cobra. I'm not an MLG player. I have the Halo 5 tips, Halo 5, that'll have you fragging like a pro. Maybe. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed the intro. Shouts out to the boy, Tom Taylor. If you guys watched X-Play back in the day, you would know that the Halo Pro T-Squared would do tips and tricks videos, little short clips of just tips for the Halo games. But anyways, guys, this is going to be a serious video. I want to give back to the community, specifically all the newcomers. So I want to do a tips and tricks video. Hopefully the newcomers will learn something new. These are things that are not necessarily obvious. Sure, you can stumble upon these things, you can pick them up as you play the game more often, but if someone's just like searching on YouTube tips and tricks, hopefully this is something that will help them. Once again, this is aimed at newcomers. If you've been playing the game for a while, you may already know all these things, but feel free to watch the video. So to start things off, I want to give you guys a heads up what my settings are. So let's go ahead and check it out. I do play on Bumper Jumper. I'm not saying that these are what you need to be playing in order to be good. Admittedly, I'm not that great. I do feel like I am above average. I do play this game quite a bit, so just by playing the game a lot, you do get better at it. But these are my settings. I play on Bumper Jumper. I have the default sensitivity. Feel free to mess around with the sensitivity, get what's comfortable for you. That's the most important thing. I believe toggle crouch is initially on when you first start the game, when you first play the game. I have it off. I've been playing all the Halo games since Halo 2, and all those other games have the toggle crouch off, so it's just something that I'm used to. Also, I believe to do one of the tricks that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, you do need to have it off, so just a heads up. Maintain sprint, I believe this is also on when you first start the game. I turned mine off. I don't really have a reason why. Just one day, I guess I just messed around with it and I got used to it. Auto stabilize, I know some people, specifically like pros, they have this off. I've seen maybe a handful of pros have it on, I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I do have mine on. I do like this feature, and I'm pretty sure if I turn it off, my sprint button becomes the button I have to press to do the stabilizing thing. So I just prefer to have it. I just prefer the game to do it on its own. It's just way more easier for me. Pretty sure that's basically all the things I've changed. Once again, I'm not saying these are the settings you need to have. These are just settings that I'm comfortable with. Feel free to mess around, tweak around with the settings, and find what's comfortable for you. Alright, so one of the big things that I essentially use every single game, anytime I play this game, is what's called a slide jump. So the slide jump is that right there. So essentially what you gotta do is you gotta run, hit boost, crouch, and then jump. That's basically all there is to it. This allows you to traverse the map a lot quicker than normal. You could also add in things such as the stabilizer to get a little extra distance in your slide jump, and of course you can do that to get even more distance. So the slide jump will essentially let you cover more ground a lot quicker. That's one of the big things I like to use in the new Warzone Firefight mode. Warzone in general, or any map, or any playlist I should say, with big maps. It just lets me cover ground a lot more quicker. So then the next thing I want to go over is power-ups. Right here we're going to be picking up the power-up around the 2-minute mark. Essentially, power-ups take about 2 minutes. I would give myself like 5-10 seconds leeway time. I will show up at like a spot about 5-10 seconds before the 2-minute mark. That way I can cover the ground, make sure there's no enemies, and I can essentially contest the power up. So this goes for both overshield and the invisibility. They both run on a 2-minute timer from when you pick it up. So we picked it up at around the 2-minute mark, so it should show up around the 4-minute mark. Of course, when you're actually playing the matchmaking, the timers are counting down. I did not set a time limit, which is why it's counting up in this case. So there you have it. It showed up around the 4:01 mark. We're off by like maybe a second or two, but essentially you want to be here early, like I said. That way you can give yourself time if you like mistimed it by a couple seconds, and also it gives you a chance to spot out any enemies that might be trying to contest the power up as well. And last but not least, since Warzone Firefight did just come out, I want to give you guys a quick tip on Warzone and Warzone Firefight in general. So basically, AI enemies, whether they're troop soldiers, whatever, vehicles, they have weak points. The Phaeton's weak point is that big giant red thing in the back. Knights, they have weak points on their shoulder pads, and once you destroy both shoulder pads, then they have a big weak point on the back. Same with the Warden Eternal, he has a weak point in the back. Basically, if you see your hit markers turn red, then you know you've hit a weak point. So that's something you want to keep in mind when you're fighting Warzone enemies and you don't have a power weapon or a vehicle of some sorts. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, remember to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will be talking to you guys next time.